It's in the stories that we say, like someone's waiting to be told. The act encompasses the play. We watch the scenes we live unfold. It's in the stories that we say. Someone's waiting to be told. Act encompasses the play. Watch the scenes we live unfold.
Good evening. Welcome. It's a Jayton stream. I hear you all scream with happiness. Well, maybe. Tonight we're back with the stock V8, one of my personal favourite cars. Yes, I know I probably say this every time we have a stock V8 race, but I really do love it, and I love that push to pass. But tonight, yet again, is going to be a tricky one. We've got 45 minutes of Campo Grande, and fuel, well, a full tank might, if you're careful, get you to the end of the race. Just depends on how many laps it gives you. So yeah, tyres again might just get you to the end, but a pit stop is quite slow. So my cunning strategy is to go out with a full tank and see how we go. We might have to do a splash and dash right at the end, and we are going to make limited use of the push to pass. We certainly won't be using it unless we think it's going to result in an overtake. We won't be using it just to catch up. Anyway, quali has just started, so let's roll that intro and get out on track. Okay, so let's save that fuel and take a load out. And then we'll go and turn a few laps. Let's put enough in for 6 laps worth rather.
No sweat, you can do this.
Not doing too well in this practice session. In the top half, 8th out of 20, so that's not terrible. But some people had only just joined right at the end, so yeah. I haven't set a lap time, so that might be why I'm quicker. But nonetheless, I'm going to give it a go. All our laps in practice are done with a full tank of fuel. So we might be a bit quicker.
Blue flag, fast car approaching.
Sorry, just concentrating there. Might be a bit quicker with a lighter fuel load.
The caution flag is out.
Campo Grande and the stock V8 is one of the best combos you can get in Automobilista. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's a track that many people will not have heard of, but it's got a good mix of fast-flowing corners and tighter corners, as well as good straights or push-to-pass opportunities.
Blue flag.
Yeah, blue flag, Lucas Bieber's behind, so we're not going to get in his way.
We've been shown the blue flag.
Another guy on a fast lap. Trying not to get in people's way. And as usual, we will give commentary on our flying lap. Try and generate a bit of space without getting in the way. We've got something close behind. Go on that out lap as well though. Last corner, so let's go for it. we go, across the start finish line. Turn 1, up, all the way down to first gear we will be. Still on the brakes as we turn in to get that car rotating. Up through the gears on the exit, staying in third gear for this quite fast medium left-hander. Bit of curb on the inside, not great. It's slightly tighter, but still in third gear. Not too much curb on exit. Don't want to invalidate the lap. Heading down to this left-hander, second gear will be late apex, and then powering out without getting too much slide as we did there. Up through the gears. If I get a good run, we might just get into sixth gear. And down to fourth. Rubbing the brakes to keep it turned in. Things we know we're going to get through the corner, powering out the bump on exit, down to first gear. Once again, the head tracker really coming in handy here as we can look towards the apex. As we nearly follow the guy ahead off. Easy mistake to do when somebody ahead of you goes off and you just follow their line without realising it. And we very nearly did that as Bartaz Nowak went wide there. Not a great lap, but a lap all the same. All the track that was there. Good run on exit. Might pick up some time on this straight. That bar starting to go green. Always tempting to get on the power too early here, and it costs you a lot more than holding off and getting on it late.
Watch out, yellow flag.
Not a great penultimate corner. We'll pick up 7/10 give or take. That'll do.
You're in P9. Caution.
The car sliding under brakes, but we control it. Back to first sector. And Alexei Skuchev not far behind that pair at the front.
Right side. Clear.
Traffic, that's ruined our lap. Never mind. Senegal not quite used to the track yet by the look of things. It's a shame we were up. Well, that's racing. Senegal did not have to go offline just for us. Unless of course he was getting blue flag, in which case he should have done, but stuff happens.
You're in P7. The caution flag is out.
Bad first sector again. Good exit speed. Passing off the limiter there. Usable improvement. Enough for one more lap.
You're in P8.
Again, sliding a little bit as we put the power down. Tyres really heating up now. Trying to stay off the marbles. Last sector was pretty poor. Hey GT! Great to have you on the stream, sir. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, have you got any little bits of information about any new mods you've got? Because I do love your mods. I really do want to put on the Maserati 250F again. I do love the vintage and historic content, and that mod of yours is superb. But yeah, any little bits of information, any secrets you might be able to tell us about tonight? Only for those watching live, of course. I'm just going to put a full tank of fuel in and see in the bottom left hand corner what it says. So that's giving us still 48 minutes a lap. Now it's less than 1.5 minutes a lap. So that is 2 extra laps, which is normally my margin of error. For a race, I always allow at least an extra 2 laps, and that way we should be able to get to the end. So my theory is, based on my fuel usage, I should be able to get to the end on a full tank. Now tyre wear is currently 2.6% a lap, 33 laps. Oh, quickly bring up Windows calculator and do some maths. 2.6 times 33, 85% gone. There'll be 15% at the end. They will be shot, but this is qualifying pace, and in the race hopefully will be a bit easier on the tyre. So there's something I found out from experience, is that as you wear those tyres out, you then kind of wear them, the wear rate goes up because they're worn and you're struggling to keep them on track. Now we've just got enough time to turn a lap or two, so we're going to go back out and quickly do it. He's polishing up. It's V2 waiting on you to do some final test and tweak. Ah, well, whenever you need me, sir, I'll try and get on it. It's difficult sometimes to find the time, really hectic at the moment. We even had a donator to help with the server running costs over AMSUnofficial, Stephen O'Sullivan. We've had a number of donations, but I mentioned Stephen O'Sullivan because I misplaced the email from PayPal telling me about his donation, and as a result I never even thanked him or anything. So I don't know if Stephen watched this stream at any point. He's on the track with us at the moment, but I will be in touch, Stephen, shortly to apologise for my lack of contact and to say thank you for his generous donation and help with AMSUnofficial server costs. Yeah, V2 of the Maserati I would love to look forward to. Well, I am looking forward to, love to test for you, sir. And I will do my best not to crash and burn. We're in midfield madness territory at the moment. Current qualifying position with Rob Thompson having just snuck ahead of us. We're not showing great pace tonight, but Rob Thompson has snuck ahead, putting us in 9th place. Still in the top half.
Yellow flag. Caution.
This is to back off and try and get some space. So our last ditch attempt. This is going to be our last attempt. The guy in front is currently 21st. He might be really quick and just not set a time, but if he's not, we're just catching him up. Here we go then. Last ditch attempt. Can we improve on our 9th place? Still in the top 10. We might not stay there though. Let's see if you can get in front of Rob Thompson. It's on to first gear. Braking is late. A bit too deep. We'll pull it back. About level pegging with our pace so far. Already losing crucial tenths. About a tenth down now, nearly 2. That was a good corner though. We made a lot of that back. Can we nail this incredibly fast right-hander? He robs in front. Yes. Oh, this is better. Oh, not shifting it onto the marbles. Oh, we just got a lag spike as somebody joined the server just as our crucial turn-in happened. I think that's going to cost us any improvement. So we'll do a pit entry instead. Just to practice one of those. Confirm we... Oh, pit line is early. Got to be careful of that. Easy to end up speeding the pit lane. Okay. Yeah, no improvement. So let's go through those standings. Yeah! Rob's in front. It's unacceptable. We hate that guy. Yes, definitely said in jest with that tongue-in-cheek emoji. So we've got Alexei Spirichev. He's in pole position. Quality time. Nearly 3 tenths ahead of Pechito Ernst. Lucas Bieber in 3rd. Tom Brandt in 4th. Jan Mikuz in 5th. Enzo Prando in 6th. And Aaron Schmidt way down in 7th. Now in a minute I'm going to bring up the championship standings and you'll see that Aaron I think is leading the championship and he's got work to do from back in 7th place. Rob Thompson in 8th. Rob and Aaron really similar laps. And then myself just managing to stay in the first second from the leader. I'm back in 9th place. Tony Gass in 10th, rounding off our top 10. And Speederman in 11th, Bartosz Nowak in 12th. Lennart Sudonek in 13th. Now, stress qualifying is still going on, so this could all change. And we've had a late joiner. Craig Patterson has joined right at the end, so he's going to be starting from the back by the look of things, doing a bit of a sandbagging. But I suspect he's just joining right at the last moment because that's all the time he had. Hey Craigie, I just thought you joined the server. Great to have you, sir. Yo, yo, yo. Hello to you. Are you sandbagging or you just only just got home from work or whatever? Carry on with the standings. So Lennart Sudonek in 13th. Stephen O'Sullivan, he's in 14th. Senegil 15th. Christoph Lex in 16th. Tommy from Germany, he's in 17th. Fernicus 18th. A259 19th. Mr. D. Daniels, very formal name, D. Daniels, he's in 20th. Gua Saxtupi, he's in 21st. Franco Jesus Almiron, he's in 22nd. Diego Consuel, 23rd. And Patterson, the Craigie, he's here at the back, only because he hasn't turned a lap yet. Only just got home from seeing your kid. Yeah, I thought that might be the case because I know you often see your son on a Friday. So yeah, no worries, mate. Full tank. I know I'm often easy on fuel, Craig, so I think I might be able to make it, and I'm not certain. It's a might, depending on how many laps we end up actually having to do. Push to pass usage will be dangerous to try and get through to the end, so I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to go out with a full tank. I'm going to try because the pit lane is slow, but I stress, Craig, that your usual pace is probably not going to make it to the end. I know Jan is not thinking he can get it to the end on a full tank, but maybe my cunning plan will help me without a pit stop. The tyres will be shot, will be down to the last 15% or so, risking punches and stuff. So yeah, changing tyres takes 28 seconds. Taking fuel on about half a tank will take 5 or 6 seconds. I honestly think most will pit. But I do think there'll be an advantage if you can manage to get to the end without spinning and without pitting. So that's all the info I've got for you, Craigie. We are going to take a full tank and we're going to see how it goes, basically.
No sweat. You can do
So
it.
24 on the server, nice grid tonight. Oh, I said I was going to bring up the standings. Bring up those standings. One moment, please, if you was. There we go. So yeah, you can see Aaron Schmidt is out at front, but in quali he was way back in 7th place. So that is interesting because he is a consistent great driver. So I'm expecting him to pick up points. Or move up standings rather and pick up more points, should I say. Currently got a 31 point lead over Jan Mikos, and Jan Mikos is here tonight. He qualified in 5th place. Craigie doing incredibly well in 3rd place, given that he has only attended 2 races. He's on 43 points, and he has joined tonight very late, but I'm sure he'll be carving his way through the field. I would imagine he'll be past me before the end of lap 1, but maybe I won't let him past. Shh, don't tell Craig. But yeah, we'll see. And myself in 4th place, and I've only attended 2 races as well, but look at that point gap between me and Craig. Craig's some 13 points ahead, even though we have attended the same number of races. Lucas Bieber not far behind, he's only done 1 race. Vortlas, he's not here tonight. That's such a shame because I love racing with Vortlas. That's Karel de Meersman, he's in 6th. Alexei Spirichev in 7th. But you can see that battle for kind of 4th place, basically. I'm in 4th, but that battle for 4th is pretty close. We've got myself, Lucas Bieber, Karel de Meersman, Alexei Spirichev, and Martin Vindus, all within quite a reasonable margin, certainly achievable point differences that you can sort of get in a single race. Right, enough of that waffle. Let's turn off that browser before we forget about it. Let's double check if there's any chat there. No, double check we've got a full tank of fuel. We have. Let's go and do a practice start. So we should be okay in these V8s. We've driven them enough.
Caution.
And we've had Craigie say hello in chat. And we've had GT Speedster, creator of absolutely incredible mods. Maserati 250F, the Mercedes, oh you'll have to forgive me, GT, I can't remember the name, of the Gullwing of course, the Gullwing, the Mercedes Gullwing, absolutely quality mods. Have a look for GT Speedster's YouTube channel, that's the name of the YouTube channel. So GT Speedster, you'll find lots of videos on there.
We're being shown a blue flag.
And often at the bottom in the description of the video you'll find links to the mods that are being driven. So yeah, go and check out GT Speedster's channel. The Maserati 250F, if you're into a bit of historic and vintage cars, then that is a quality one.
Yellow flag.
Not a bad start. Well, and that was a pretty poor start. Like a sip of my beer, I'm just going to quickly change the key assignment for my push to pass to the other key. Push to pass, I want to be on B5. I don't mind press space to replace. I don't mind that it's not got a handbrake because this car doesn't have a handbrake, so yeah. The quality's just coming to an end. Race is due to start any moment. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Got quite a few of you watching. Do say hello in chat. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. We're currently on 126 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 150, slowly creeping up. We hit 100 at Christmas time, just before Christmas. It'd be nice to get to 150 in the not too distant future. So yeah, let's double check. 45 minutes of racing, 25% damage. Track is lobbed into heavy. We've got 33 laps of fuel. Oh. I think it's going to be 34, 35. I don't know. Who knows? Right, let's get out there. 27 on the server, almost a full server, 28 is our limit. Here we go. Wish me luck. That green nearly caught me by surprise, but we've got a good start. People go steady now.
Watch out, yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Oh, spin early on and we were lucky to have the inside line. Jean-Michel comes across our nose a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not sure if that spin was induced by themselves or by a tap, but it certainly helped us out. Behind, we've got his headlights on, he should really turn those off, distraction.
Left side, on your left. It's still there. Keep right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. Watch your left. All clear. Clear left.
Ugh. Trying to type to tell Mr. Brandt to turn his headlights off and losing positions left, right and centre.
The tires are now at optimum temperature. You're in P7.
Oh well, Mr. Brandt is not listening or paying any attention by the look of things. Never mind. Well, he's turned them off at the end. I think. Okay, settling down a little bit to a rhythm.
Okay, your tyre temps are looking good. The caution flag is out.
Run wide there. Wondered if Tony Gas might push the pass, but he hasn't. Appalling corner.
Your tyre temps are fine.
Grant has made a mistake.
Caution. Yellow flag.
Pardon.
Watch your right. Clear right.
Mr. Daniels moving over. Not ideal to be moving over, or to brake early rather, in the braking zone. Thought he might do that, so fortunately I was prepared, but I could have rear-ended him quite easily. But he's trying to help, so credit where it's due. Thank you, Mr. Daniels.
That's P6.
Big Patterson up to 10th now from last place, I think. Well done, Craigie. Gas, putting a bit of pressure on. It's not too bad at the moment. First third of the race gone. I'm not happy with my whack. We don't like that sort of language, regardless of what somebody's done. Now I think we'll be alright with fuel, because as we have to start tiptoeing more and more with the tyres, trying to keep them okay, that should start saving fuel. So probably the bigger concern now is tyres rather than fuel. Making sure we can get the tyres to the end. The gas is kind of sticking to my bumper at the moment.
Your brake temperatures are right on.
First corner, he's closed in a bit.
The caution flag is out.
Fernicus just getting off the racing line, just he came through. Well done, Fernicus. Gas not letting me get away. Race will turn the gas quite a lot. We're off another similar pace. On the right, we're turning the FU to Speederman. Speederman had already left the server, so the only people he might have offended is you, the viewers, and us, the drivers. Yeah, we will have to have words, regardless of whose fault it is. That's not what we like to see in chat during race. When racing, you've always got to remember that people make mistakes. So it looks like Bartos missed his braking point, took out Speederman. Speederman wasn't very happy about that, understandably, but he should have tried to control his temper a little bit, I think, until at least he's had a chance to watch replays and things like that and see what Bartos may have had to say on the subject. Looks like probably Bartos would have been apologising straight away for his mistake. Which means all the FUs and all that sort of stuff are a little bit unnecessary. Just a game, guys. Frustrating, admittedly. Always try and take the time to simmer down after an incident before posting impolite and rude comments. Just not needed. But I'm getting myself distracted now. Mistake after mistake, and Sony Gas is close behind now. How are our tyres doing? 25 minutes to go, approaching the halfway point. We're going off rhythm completely here. I was turning gas, I'd be hitting that push to pass button about now to try and find a way down the start of this straight. get past. Doesn't look like he has done now.
Car right. Clear.
Tony Gas having a little look on the inside, a left of the base. He's wise enough not to stick his nose there, would have been tricky to hold it.
Watch out. Yellow flag.
Teammate has aggressive pit stop. We are getting up to the halfway point, so I guess that's not surprising.
Yellow flag. Watch out. Yellow flag.
A259 choosing an interesting way to pull over. Tony Gas has used that push to pass.
Car right. Right side. Keep left. Clear right. Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Watch your left. All clear.
Nice overtake by Tony. Try it back down the back straight.
On your right. Clear. All clear. Left side. Clear. P4. Right side. Keep left. Still there.
Nice move by Tony.
Hold your line. Keep left. All clear.
Oh, what a move around the outside. Beautiful stuff. Well done, Tony Gas.
On your right. Keep left. Still there. Clear right. Clear.
Side-by-side action not helping either of our tyres. Here comes the push to pass of Tony.
Right side. Car right. Keep left. Clear right. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. Clear left. All clear.
We've got Jan Mikkels joining in on the party. that corner.
Left side, clear. P6. The caution flag is out.
Oh, this is pretty intense stuff.
Your tires amplified.
Hey, David. I reckon they'll both use the push to pass down the back straight. Or if they used it now. I think they've used it now, in fact. Whoa.
Car right.
Oh, sorry, Jan.
On your right.
Could not avoid you, sir.
Caution.
You're sideways in front of me. It's a shame. Sorry, Jan. of turning gases, made a mistake. To P4.
Okay, your tyre temps are looking good. That's P4. Watch your right. Right side. Keep left. Clear.
Nice move by Lucas. Definitely use his push to pass though. He's already disappearing. Don't think we're going to be able to hang on to his coattails.
That's P5.
Corner. Oh, Jan's left. Oh, I'm so sorry for that contact, Jan. I wouldn't be apologising. Get Discord after the race. Just caught you sliding in front of me. Didn't have many places I could go. Looks like my head tracker's decided to stop working. Go on, Jim. One mistake. Fuel, I think, will be okay. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say aggressive. Oh, there was a bit of swearing in chat, but that was just two drivers who were, I think, Bartosz Nowak missed his braking point, and it came across as a dive bomb to Speederman, who told him to F you after the dive bomb and then left the server, clearly annoyed. We don't obviously like the language, even though a little bit understandable, but you have to control yourselves, guys. And then Bartosz also left, but before he left he told Speederman to F off, but Speederman wasn't even on the server at the time. But other than that, there's been no real problems. There was somebody slid at the start, I think it was Lucas Bieber, I think. And that caused a problem for anybody on the outside. Fortunately, we were on the inside. It may not have been Lucas Bieber, but I think it might have been. I'm not sure. The golden rule with racing, guys, there's always got to be. You have an incident. I mean, incidents happen in racing. That's partly what makes it exciting. Stuff goes wrong in racing, guys. But you've always got to remember to take a breather, have a couple of hours before responding, and you may well find whoever did it is PMing you, apologising for their mistake, and you know, all of a sudden it's all resolved without the need for F this and F that. So that's what we try and preach here at AMSUnofficial. Take a breather before you start screaming from the heavens about what somebody has done. Never mind. On the whole, the race seems to have been pretty good. Most people pitting, but we are trying the cunning strategy of no pit. All the guys up front have not pitted, all the guys behind have.
The tires are now at optimum temperature.
There's no real risk of being caught by anybody behind me. You can hope that one of the leaders has to pit, or do maybe a splash and a dash. We should definitely be alright on fuel.
Your brake temperatures are now within range.
Front right is on 37%, so it should last as well. Tony Gas behind, we were battling with him hard, but Tony Gas I think is a lap down.
The caution flag is out.
He's on fresh tyres, it's Tony, so we will let him pass as he gets within range.
On your right. Keep left. Still there. Clear right.
Here goes Tony. It's a shame he didn't wait till the straight, but they just let him through, but no problem, he wanted past, he's got the grip. It cost me quite a bit of time as I lost the apex and tried to get the car turned in. Partly my own lack of skill, to be honest. Tyres are overrated, indeed they are. Tiptoeing around a little bit, but we're doing okay.
5 minutes to go.
There's 5 minutes left on the clock, 10 minutes of fuel, so fuel should definitely be okay. Can we tease these tyres to the end of the race without a big spin?
Yellow flag.
Great if we picked up one more spot. If one of the leaders had to pit, or runs out of fuel or something like that. Not that I'd wish that upon them, but it'd certainly be nice for my point score.
The tires are now at optimum temperature.
Oh, Stephen! What happened, sir? And Stephen, If you watch back the stream, you will see me apologising profusely as I nearly run wide for my lack of acknowledgement of your donation, Sir Stephen, from the AMSUnofficial supporters, and his, well, not his email, but PayPal's email regarding his donation managed to slip through the net, so many apologies, Stephen. And live on stream, thank you very much, sir, for your generous help towards the AMSUnofficial server running costs. It really is appreciated. I think you've done a subscription, so a regular monthly payment, and I think you are the first person to do that, so once again, very much appreciated. And sorry that tonight's race seemed to go your way. There was a spin early on, high up the field. Is that what you got gathered up in? Was it Stephen, or did something else happen? Yeah, Campo Grande on start. Well, not. It was only because of one spin high up the field that caused a lot of problems. I don't think it was induced by contact, although I don't know. I didn't get a great view of it. I think it was just somebody getting on the power too early with cold tyres. We were barged in T1. I think I'm just trying to read whilst driving. Give me a second. Lap times are going through the floor, but you just want to get to the end of the moment. Oh, you got stuck in the mud. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, some tracks do have really sticky gravel, shall we say. You definitely deserve a beer, as David, AMSUnofficial account that you can see in the chat there, Stephen, in case you're not aware, that is Dave X on Discord, who's on there representing the MSU. But yeah, thank you for the support once more, and yeah, we'd love to give you a beer in return if that was only possible. Daniel has run out of fuel. 1 minute 25 on the clock. 6 minutes 40 of fuel, so we're alright for fuel. Tyres I think are going to last. They're not up to much, but they're still working. Right front is the worst affected. It's a shame our battle with Tony Gas didn't last longer. That was good fun. Look at Craig Patterson, he's behind us. He has pitted for tyres, but given that he started in last place, he's now finishing in 6th. Much respect to Craigie. Nice to see him on the server once more. He may have had an advantage of being at the back on the start, being able to see the carnage unfold in front of him, and hopefully pick a path through it. When you start at the back of grid, you can kind of know that you don't need to throw it all in on T1. You can see what unfolds in front of you, and quite often just pick up the places as people run wide, outbreak themselves, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I've had so many DNS. Probably running out of fuel. Did have some very late joiners, and I think they just did a few laps and then quit. I think that would account for a few of them. And there's been a little bit of contact earlier on, and Stephen wants to get stuck in the sand, and I'm sure he wasn't the only one. Clock is at 0. Diego Croswell, he's out in the lead. Just a second ahead of Aaron Schmidt. That looks like a bit of a battle for the lead. Will Aaron take it? I imagine those guys are getting a white flag any moment. So they are just coming down the start to be straight now. Ooh, slow down. Whoa.
Watch out, yellow flag.
Oh. Oh. It's a good job Craigie's nowhere near. Just caught the gravel on the outside. Nearly sent me flying across the track. Fortunately managed to catch it and avoid the barrier.
Last lap, make it count.
Yeah, I'm not refueling at all. Not pitted. I'm always easy on fuel. Usually not too bad on tyres as well, so I knew I wasn't going to pit, but I knew many would not be able to do the race without pitting. And always, if you have to pit, it is always slower, guaranteed. I have yet to find a racetrack where trying to go round on old tyres is slower than coming in for new tyres. And you can see that. I mean, I've made quite a few big mistakes, and I'm far from quick once the tyres go off. But I'm still 16 seconds ahead of Craig Patterson, who is a very good driver. I admit he started in last place and he's hauling me in, but as I say, we're out of time, and that's not going to happen tonight unless I make another big spin. He's not going to catch me. This is the last lap. We just got to get it to the end of the race. Yeah, but I'm not really sure why I've got such a high DNF rate tonight. Tony Gurr leaving right at the end. That's a shame. What happened to Tony? Unless he's already classed as finished. Which he might well be. Or maybe he's already in the pits having pressed escape and just watching. There we go. Let's go and see what happened in the old standings then. So yeah, Diego Consuel, he brings home the win, just 2 seconds ahead of Aaron Schmidt. Well done, Diego. Very nice indeed. Pechito Ernst, he's in third place. Lucas Bieber in fourth. J-Turn, myself in fifth. And we got Craigie, in sixth place. He pitted, the quickest of those that pitted. Enzo Prando in seventh. The Rob of Thompson in eighth. Tony Gass in ninth, and Fernicus stuck out to the end. Well done, Fernicus. It's always nice to see drivers going right to the end, even though they may not have the pace of everybody. So well done, that rounds off the top 10. Now all the DNFs, we got a fuel, some suspension, a couple of DNFs, but yeah, not sure we had so many. Quite a lot of names I don't recognise in there, so maybe just people who are not familiar with our racing, didn't just hopped on the server and then quit fairly quickly. But yeah, had good fun. Steve and I will be talking to you on Discord shortly, and announcing your donation to everybody so they can give thanks. And thank you very much, Craigie, for tuning in, and of course David and anybody else who is watching. It is very much appreciated. You got punted off twice. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Craigie. But you got the fastest lap. Well done, sir. And you finished sixth there. And you were the fastest of the guys who pitted, so